Our entire mission is to deliver fast, fact-based, accurate news. Can't do that if your organization's compromised. I had used 1Password in previous organizations, but the primary security architect that I have on my team is the one who introduced it to AP. And the reason was because he felt that there was just a lack of uniformity across password management, and people were complaining that there was a lot of work to do around individual password management. One of the biggest culprits was storing passwords in browsers or credentials in browsers, and obviously the risk there is that anytime that you log into an account online, you either have to remember your password, which was never happening, or you're using rehashed passwords, which are usually not very complex in nature, and you're opening yourself up to credential stuffing, all different types of attacks. One of the most critical things that we do as InfoSec is to protect our journalists and protect the sources that they have. So we have journalists traveling to all different parts of the world, many high-risk territories, high-risk countries that you don't have an expectation of privacy there, and a lot of the time wireless communication can be intercepted. So we have to take extra precautions to protect the staff, protect the data, protect everything that we have that's going to keep our employees safe and the organization safe. The travel mode feature is something that we use a lot, just because, as I mentioned, when you go to these countries and you kind of land at the airport, sometimes the authorities requesting access to your devices, and one of the ways that we teach our journalists to protect that data is by using 1Password. So that travel mode feature is key. It's a little challenging because of the level of involvement I think my team directly had to play in the rollout, but because it is easy to use, and I think because it's across a variety of platforms, it's kind of platform wide, it was very easy to implement for a lot of the staff. The majority of devices that we use are iPhones for our work, and especially the journalists who are out in the field. They're not bringing their laptop with them. If they're covering a war zone, they're not bringing their laptop with them, right? So a lot of that is device-based iPhone type password management, and that's easy for them to use. It has to be accessible, it has to be mobile, it has to work quickly, especially if they're abroad working in kind of different internet activity, internet availability environments, things like that, and we've never had a complaint or an issue on that front. The fact that you guys do multi-factor authentication is hugely helpful for us because we basically require all of our vendors to have that now. We've got a new set of kind of data privacy protection standards. So the fact that you have that, I think, is a plus. I think a lot of the time, security professionals get caught up in the latest thing or what's going on and all the technical details of attacks and things like that. But in reality, it comes back to managing teams, being able to lead teams effectively, making sure that it's operational. We're looking to, create a really robust program.